What's up, social media world?
Alright, guys. We're back. Well, how far into quarantine are we? What is this?
Ooh,
Is this week 4 or 5?
it's week 5.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
I feel like the whole world's getting smaller.
Yeah, I don't know. I woke up this morning and I felt short or compressed. I don't know what the hell's going on.
I think we're just boxed in.
Yeah. I feel confined. I'm like a tiger in a cage. I'm only growing to the size of the cage growing to the size of my cage, I guess.
Yeah. I feel like a crab needs to shed its shell so I can grow bigger.
Yeah. Alright, anyways, guys, we're here. Hero WOD Tuesdays. I know it's a little bit different than what we're used to, but is what it is, right? We're normally used to Hero WOD Mondays prepping for Murph, but it's Hero WOD Tuesdays. As promised last week, Hero WOD today is Tuesday, but there's a twist, right? So it's not full on DT. We'll explain more if you haven't already read the WOD page. But let's go ahead and get into the actual warm-up itself. Warm-up itself is going to mimic DT. So we've got 2 rounds of this. We're going to start with a Romanian deadlift for 12 reps. Now Kyle's using a sledgehammer. It's a nice bar that works the same way as a regular bar, gives him a little bit of weight, but it's offset weight, so he's gonna have to be okay with that. I'm gonna use a small kettlebell. As we talk about, this is a hinge through the hip with a straight leg system. We don't wanna bend at the knees. So, Kyle, go ahead and show us your deadlift. Nice. Yeah, that sledgehammer gets a little heavy, right? Beautiful. Keeping the legs nice and straight.
Find that hamstring stretch.
Yep. And again, he's got a different object. I've got a kettlebell, so I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna track down the quads into the knees and then back up. And we're not bending the knees at all.
Knees
Right.
staying straight.
Knees are slightly bent at best.
It's almost like we have one joint.
Yeah. I mean, that's the idea, right? We don't want to really use the quads on this one, so that means the knees don't bend forward. So that's your Romanian deadlift. That'll turn into, oh man, shoes coming in tight. There we go. Okay, that'll turn into push press. Hang cleans. You get that?
Got it.
All right. Ooh, Kyle's going to a dumbbell hang clean. I'm gonna stick with my kettlebell because it's what I've got in front of me. He's going to pull it, pop it, catch it, right? So it is 9 of these, so he's just gonna do 5 on one side, 4 on the other side. It is 2 rounds, so we can equal out. Again, I'm doing a kettlebell, so I'm gonna come up, pop, and then back down. It is hang position. We don't have to go all the way to the floor. Notice I'm getting this real big extension. I'm nice and tall, right? Getting real tall through the hip.
Tall.
And then I'm gonna pop, pull my elbow high and outside, quick turnover, get the belt onto me, receiving in a power position, and then switch over to my other leg. So that will turn into push press. Again, if you're working with an individual item, you can go on one side, dip, drive, pop. I'm gonna use my kettlebell as a single object, and I'm going to get my front rack, dip, drive, reset, dip, drive, reset. So we can still use a single item for a dual purpose or multi-joint side, or however you want to word that.
But 2 rounds, guys. Roll through 12 deadlifts, 9 hang power cleans, 6 of the shoulder to overheads, and then we'll finish each round with 30 seconds
Of hollow holds.
hollow holds.
You guys know that one already, so we're not going to get into that. Okay, now.
Yeah?
You can grab your plate and let me do it. Alright, so strength today is going to be just as tough as the other ones, but I want to go through this really quick with a plate or a pack, right? We can do this entire workout with a plate or a pack, so same item, same deadlift, right? He's going to deadlift with that item, getting some incredible range. Look how low he's going in there. His hamstring mobility is phenomenal. Okay, from there, he's going to go into that clean. On the plate, he's going to rotate the plate around to receive it in a front rack position. Now, if we have a backpack, same exact thing. We're going to rotate that backpack through to receive sandbag, duffel bag, whatever you have, and then there's his push press, right? Look how he loads the quads and drives through the hip to receive at the top. Beautiful. Okay. Awesome. Jeez. I know the screen adds 10 pounds, but I didn't realize it made you shorter, too. You look like a freaking Oompa Loompa.
You might.
Oompa Doompa.
I'm like 3 inches taller than you, though.
Horse shit.
Oh, I'm way taller than you.
Who's taller, guys? Who's taller?
Alright. Core development.
Alright, core development. For that, we're going to have to roll into a reverse crunch. Ugh. Alright. Into a reverse crunch. From here, I'm going to post up and get myself where my hip is rotated off the ground already. Rotate the hip, find my body in a 90-degree position. I'm going to anchor out and I'm going to roll my hip off the ground, knees towards my chest. Remember, movement's very subtle, not trying to go fast at all. We have 20 seconds to roll through this position. That will then turn immediately into 20 seconds of bicycle crunches, right? So notice I didn't drop out of my position, I went right into it. And notice my rate. I'm not trying to move in and out of this as fast as possible. I'm being nice and controlled in the movement, making sure I'm getting the correct engagement. Then from there, we're gonna go to a plate sit-up. I grab my plate, it's overhead. I do my sit-up, press through at the top, and back down. Then you'll get 20 seconds off, and we roll that for 5 minutes, which is 4 rounds. So that is core today. Can't wait to look back on this video. All right, that brings us to the workout. Kyle, you wanna start on that one?
Yep, so DT, guys, is traditionally 5 rounds of 12 deadlifts, 9 hang power cleans, and then 6 push jerks. That's going to be a prescribed weight of 155, 105, I believe. For today, we're going to use that sort of as a base, but we're going to modify it, and we're going to do 10 total rounds, but we're going to be on the 30 seconds. So instead of a 4-time workout, all out intensity at that heavier load, we're going to drop the weight. If you're on a barbell or if we're on a dumbbell, we're just going to naturally have a lighter weight. But we're going to do 12 deadlifts within a 30-second time span. And then as soon as we hit 30 seconds, that next 30 to a minute is going to be allotted for 9 hang power cleans. And then the minute to minute and a half will be for our 6 shoulder presses. So you're going to have to do 1 round of DT on the minute and a half essentially, but broken up per movement for 30 seconds. So at 3, 2, 1, go. If I'm working a dumbbell, I'm gonna have 30 seconds, hit my 12 deadlifts, and let's say that took me 24 seconds roughly. I'll take that short rest, and then once 30 seconds hits, I am going to alternate on my hang dumbbell cleans for 9 reps. After 9 reps gets done, I'll probably have about 15 seconds to rest, recover, and then we're gonna get that dumbbell back overhead. We'll go 3 shoulder presses on the right and trade over 3 on the left. And that will finish out round number 1. We'll be on a 15-minute clock for all that.
If you have 2 dumbbells, guys, you can use 2 dumbbells. If you've got a barbell, you can most definitely use a barbell, backpack, kettlebell, whatever it is. Remember, everything is doable with that. Even if that just means I have a weight plate, cool. I can do all my movements with that weight plate, right? Now, for those of you that do have a barbell, the prescribed weight on this is 135 and 95. So it is lighter than normal DT on purpose because you are doing 10 rounds of DT. But the key point here is 30-second intervals. I only have 30 seconds to do my 12 deadlifts. I only have 30 seconds to do my 9 cleans. And I only have 30 seconds to do my 6 press, and then we restart over again. It's a total of 15 minutes, right? So it's basically a 15-minute running clock, and every 30 seconds, You do the number of the movement that you owe for that time. Okay? It does get a little spicy, so stick with it. Get into there, dig deep into that mental fortitude of yours, and stay with it, right? It will get tough for you.
Yep. If you're on a barbell, guys, you're thinking grip is going to be a factor, and you're thinking posterior chain. There's 120 deadlifts, so make sure that you're at a weight that you feel like you can brace and breathe through, even after we finish all of that midline work right before it. So if it makes more sense for you, drop the weight if you need to. Maybe even think about doing core after, depending on what your day looks like. Your session.
Totally, I like that. When I do it, I'm definitely doing my core afterwards. I'm not going to lead with core on this one. I want my body to be fresh for DT. So, like Kyle said, take care of your body, listen to it, use weight that's appropriate, move well. Remember, we want you, if somebody happens to see you working out inside your garage or your house, we want them to go, wow, they move well. Not, oh my God, what the hell is going on, right? You want to look good when you move. So don't outlift yourself. The two rules: don't lift heavier than form allows, and don't lift faster than form allows. So adjust it to stay looking pretty.
Keep it pretty.
All right, the only thing else we got for you guys, we expect to see videos and pictures posted up on your social media tagging us with today's hero workout, right? You can put CrossFit DNR Hero WOD, you double tap, right? We want that, boom, boom. CrossFit for life, give us all the good tags, and then hopefully you're part of the Lululemon Strava challenge, and this will knock out your exercise for today, so you can input that in there. Cool.